2, 1. Okay, so I want to talk about something that came to me when I saw a picture of some of my friends having a Friendsgiving. And I have a cluster of friends, various different clusters, all throughout my life. I had a diverse amount of interest, and at the same time, I realized that if if I get stuck with one group of friends and we didn't synchronize together, there's a capacity where I just kind of alienate myself. So I tend to have a variety of different groups in order to diversify the potential that I will not be kind of left behind or abandoned, or at one point or another there won't be a disharmony that breaks everything apart. So that kind of brings me to the the issue of time. A video tour ago I spoke of the the resources that you need and the support that you need to survive any sort of venture, especially as a startup. And one of the struggles that I have is balancing of time. Not so much that I don't have enough time in the day to do something, but it's I don't find it easy to prioritize and execute on everything. One of the biggest lessons that I've had to learn over the last number of years of my career is to take your time. Not to do everything all at once, but to kind of, keep things at a certain pace, and at the same time, when you're keeping things at pace, to be able to prioritize. There have been times when I had to prioritize work, when I had to prioritize projects over family time, over personal time. And those have been rough only because when I had to prioritize work or projects, the payout was not necessarily tangible. It wasn't necessarily financial. Ultimately, in the end, the payout that I usually get is work experience, I guess. It's more like circumstance experience. So what it kind of boils down to, kind of come back to the original point, the sacrifice that I've had to make due to diminished resources and just not being able to have the free time that I would have otherwise had if I had like a full-time job, or if the startup was like constantly and fully flowing with finances, is I've had to spend a lot of time making my own projects, doing things on my own, engaging in things that help me grow as an individual, because when you grow and you learn, that's not something that can be taken away. Something that was reaffirmed by an episode from Dan Lok a few months ago, where when you increase your own value, when you increase your own high level skill set, that's not something that can be taken away. And compared to a job, like a job can be taken away and you're screwed. And so ultimately, I ended up having to sacrifice time spent with friends. And to me, it really will show throughout this entire process whether those friends stick around or I'm left behind. And it's rough because I know a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of CEOs, a lot of people building and growing businesses have to make sacrifices of time. And oftentimes, those sacrifices on the temporal level result in the sacrifice of maintaining and growing friendships. And so the only thing I can really do to really keep my friends around is to speak with them online, maybe running into them every once in a while. So I have a heavy social media presence amongst my friends, and it's really the only way I can spend time with them with my diminished resources at this point. And so that's something I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully you'll learn something from my experience, and maybe if you share yours at some point, I'm open to hearing your stories. So until the next episode, thank you for watching and spending time to hear me out.